the masterpiece of the invisible ink. Trace loved to draw, but every sketch felt like a whisper in a room full of shouting. "Something is missing," Trace sighed, looking at a pile of gray drawings. "I need a secret that no one else has." In a narrow alley where the shadows lingered too long, Trace found a shop that smelled of old rain and peppermint. Behind a counter made of driftwood stood Soren, a man whose eyes held the sparkle of 1,000 stars. Soren reached beneath the counter and produced a small, ornate glass bottle. "This ink does not show what the eye sees," Soren whispered, sliding it forward. "It only reveals what the heart believes." Back in the studio, Trace dipped a brush into the bottle. The liquid was as clear as mountain water. As the brush moved across the paper, the lines vanished instantly, leaving the canvas as white as a cloud. Hours passed, and the desk was covered in blank pages. "It's just water," Trace cried, throwing the brush down in frustration. "I've been fooled by a bottle of nothing." Late that night, a single beam of moonlight sliced through the window and touched the desk. Trace gasped. A faint, silver shimmer began to pulse from the center of the empty paper. Trace leaned closer. Hidden in the white was a single, perfect line that glowed with a soft, internal fire. It wasn't a mistake. It was a map of a feeling Trace hadn't known how to name. Trace began to paint with a wild, new rhythm. They didn't need to see the lines anymore. They could feel the heat of the creation beneath their fingertips, guided by a sudden, surging confidence. The day of the Grand Gallery arrived. The halls were filled with vibrant, colorful portraits and massive sculptures. Trace walked in holding a canvas that looked like a window into a snowstorm. Eris, the sternest judge in the city, stopped in front of Trace's easel. He adjusted his glasses and leaned so close, his nose almost touched the fabric. "Is this a joke, young artist?" he asked, his voice echoing. Trace reached out and dimmed the gallery lights. As the room fell into darkness, the canvas erupted. A swirling galaxy of hidden dreams, fears, and triumphs glowed in a brilliant, multicolored light that filled the room. Trace realized then that the magic wasn't in the bottle. The ink had only given them the courage to trust their own hand. Now, every mark Trace made, visible or not, was a masterpiece of a heart that finally believed in itself.